It's been a year which has seen another blitz of filmmaking in many parts of the country. Movies ranging from the big star, big budget box office successes, such as Braveheart, to Ballycotton's ill-fated brush with Divine Rapture, or Divine Rupture, as the film later became known. But it's Minister Michael D Higgins' success in attracting the king of the low-budget all-action movies, Roger Corman, to the west of Ireland, which has caused particular excitement in that part of the world.
Same action, guys, just punching in tighter. Everybody clear off now. Camera right side clear, please. Roll sound, fire the hole. Beat.
A $3 million slice of movie-making action being played out with Hollywood-style gusto on the hills and in the woods of Connemara this week. Roger Corman specialises in low-budget, rapid-fire films. He turns out more than 20 a year, and his boast is that they never lose money. To the delight of those trying to develop Ireland as a major movie-making location, he's now decided to set up shop in the heart of Connemara.
Oh, it's a wonderful opportunity, especially, you have people from Spiddle, you have people from my own home, but people who normally wouldn't have a hope in heaven of getting work on a film. And now we have got this studio landed in the middle of the heart of Connemara. You've got this incredible team working for you, and this wonderful team spirit. Like, people just really want to make this work. They want to make a go of it here in the heart of Connemara,
Scene 29, Big Yank. Take one.
Rolling! Roger Corman's formula for success is to recruit and train teams of young filmmakers who bring in action movies on very tight budgets against the toughest of deadlines. Here in Connemara, as part of his plan to establish a major movie-making centre in the West, he's just assembled a team of more than 50 local people who are being trained by veteran US producers and directors.
As you're just kind of piling through them.
Myself and I think like 6 or 7 other Americans came here in the key positions to kind of teach the Corman style. Corman style is very fast, down and dirty. You cut some corners without sacrificing the quality of the film. He offers opportunities that you can never get anywhere else in the business, and I think he's offering it just that to the Irish people, in which it offers opportunities that they'd never be able to get anywhere else.
Beat worker. A lot of energy, guys. Watching that fight.
Roger Corman's Concorde Motion Picture Company is the largest and most successful independent filmmaker and distributor in the world, having turned out more than 400 movies since the early 60s. Its decision to open a training and production studio at Tully in the heart of Connemara, where it hopes to make 7 or 8 films a year at a cost of between $20 and $25 million, is seen as a major coup for the Irish film industry.
At the moment, the centre of big budget filmmaking is in Dublin. I would like to establish a centre in Galway for making lower budget films. I think both the big budget films out of Dublin and the lower budget films, at least for the moment, out of Galway can coexist. And at the moment, we're working with Údarás to develop employment, not only in the Galway area, but in the Gaeltacht.
Well, of course, Roger Corman himself has an international profile second to none, and it's tremendously important to us that it's Roger Corman who has come here and decided to set up his studio in the west of Ireland, in the Gaeltacht, rather than anywhere else. He has come from Santa Monica. He brings an international reputation with him. There's tremendous media interest in what he's doing, and I think that in itself will give a boost to the west as a location, as a tremendously suitable location for this type of industry.
The Corman movie-making team is currently working from a converted factory building at Tully, 20 miles west of Galway City. It plans to build new studios on the site here and is being supported by the Údarás and by the Arts, Culture and Gaeltacht Minister Michael D Higgins. As well as filming at scores of locations in the area, it's also editing its first film, Train to Kill, in a complex of rented holiday cottages at Spiddle. Most of the trainee crew have been hired locally, but some Gaeltacht emigrants have flown home from halfway around the world to get in on the movie-making business on the ground floor.
Well, 6 weeks ago, I was strolling the streets of Bangkok teaching Spanish to Japanese housewives, and I got the call to say, come home quick. There's an interview going on, so I hopped on a plane. I had to fly business class because I couldn't get on the regular, so that hurt my pocket. It was well worth it, though. I came home and I started 3 days later working in the training department, taking on people and making sure that they're learning what we want them to learn. It's wonderful, really. I mean, where else would a studio be willing to take in raw recruits and start from scratch with them and say, listen, here you go, here's a film camera, here are very expensive lights, here is a crew that are going to teach you how to do it. I mean, it's unheard of, especially in County Galway, somewhere so remote. Well, not remote, I should say, but somewhere so out of the way from Dublin and from the metropolis.
One thing that's really surprising to Americans is the good attitude. And our attitude is that's half of it, is just to make a movie. With a good attitude, you can do anything. I think there's a lot of skeptics in Dublin, per se, that we're not going to make a movie. It's the third week and we're making a movie. And the good thing for me is that when I walk away from Ireland, I'll have had a good experience, but also I'll feel good that I've taught these guys as much as I can, and that hopefully everything I've taught them will carry them on through the film business for the rest of their life.
County Galway's new wave of young trainee filmmakers have this week been highly commended by the Corman team. And they've been quick to learn the Hollywood axiom that some of the best movie scenes are shot at 6 a.m.
Oh, you should just see the smiling faces at 5:30 in the morning. They're just full of joy and happiness. No, seriously, they are enjoying it. Just talking to them in general, they're just so excited to be working on a film set and to have the chance. They've been sitting around, waiting for this to happen and waiting for something to happen. And now they can do it in their own county because most of them are from County Galway. And it's unbelievable, really. It's happened so quickly and it's working out so well so far.
Rolling. Action, guys.
Tinseltown comes to the west.